Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Global economy.
October 2nd, 8:32 America, New York. Truss's growth plan is nothing but a magic potion. Hoping that reality will adapt to your desires is folly. Britain needs stable and credible policies, not zealotry.
Marginal revolution. October 2nd, 8:08 America, New York. France facts of the day. France will spend €45 billion, $43 billion, next year on state subsidies to keep energy costs down. A small cut in business taxes has been spread over 2 years. The budget, as he pointed out, still does a little too much to support the use of fossil fuel.
Global economy. October 2nd, 8 o'clock America, New York. West must remind Xi of the economic consequences of threatening Taiwan. An invasion or an extended blockade would trigger sanctions against Beijing, imperiling Chinese national stability.
New York Times Business.
October 2nd, 7 o'clock America, New York. The week in business. Market chaos in Britain. Wall Street volatility continued. Tallying the costs of Hurricane Ian has just begun. And a report on the strength of the job market is coming this week.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
October 2nd, 5:30 America, New York. Central banks higher rates, bond sales clash with government needs. Central banks and governments are on a collision course in their efforts to bolster economic growth and contain inflation.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 2nd, 5:30 America, New York. Inflation keeps U.S. from stepping in to slow dollar's rapid rise. A strong greenback poses risks for global financial turmoil, but it helps fight domestic inflation. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
October 2nd, 5:30 America, New York. Supermarket discounts are harder to find as food prices rise. Grocery promotions remain below pre-pandemic levels as markets reduce circulars and take losses to put some items on sale.
The Library of Economics and Liberty. October 2nd, 5:21 America, New York. People who adhere to cultural norms. What are some places where people tend to voluntarily adhere to cultural norms? 1. Japan. 2. Nordic countries. 3. Utah. Vermont. What are some places where COVID death rates were puzzlingly low? 1.
New York Times Business.
October 2nd, 5 o'clock America, New York. Book review. Bully Market. My Story of Money and Misogyny at Goldman Sachs by Jamie Fiore Higgins. In Bully Market, Jamie Fiore Higgins describes being seduced, and ultimately repelled, by nearly 2 high-flying decades at Goldman Sachs.
New York Times Business.
October 2nd, 5 o'clock America, New York. Mystery solved. Dateline finds path from TV to podcast stardom. The true crime storytelling that has done so well for so long on television seems to have met a moment in an entirely new medium. Dateline host Keith Morrison at his home in Newport Coast, California in September 2022.
Marginal revolution. October 2nd, 0:39 America, New York. New issue of Econ Journal Watch. Hema Bast, or English versus Native Language. Illustrating with Sweden and Economics. Eva Forsland and Magnus Henriksson question the English language poll where English is not the native language.
Global economy. October 2nd, 0:00 America, New York. Outflows from emerging market bond funds reach $70 billion in 2022. Investors head for exit as rising rates in big economies and strong dollar hit sentiment.
Marginal revolution.
October 1st, 1435 America, New York. The labor market mismatch model. This paper studies the cyclical dynamics of skill mismatch and quantifies its impact on labor productivity. We build a tractable directed search model, in which workers differ in skills along multiple dimensions and sort into jobs with heterogeneous skill requirements. The Library of Economics and Liberty.
October 1st, 11:25 America, New York. Hong Kong and John Cowperthwaite. Hong Kong has shown the economic growth potential of a free economy. The 2017 Economist review of a book by Neil Monnery on John Cowperthwaite, the British civil servant who administered the British territory from 1945 to 1971, is required reading.
Daily FX Market News.
October 1st, 1 o'clock America, New York. S&P 500. Risk, market depth and volatility into October as financial conditions strain. We have brought to a close the month of September and in turn the third quarter of the year. Moving into the new week, month and quarter, sentiment will be particularly sensitive with the course of monetary policy tightening meeting a swell in recession risk.
BBC News Business. September 30th. 1914 America, New York. Your energy bill explained. BBC Breakfast's Hannah Miller explains how to understand your energy bill. BBC News Business.
September 30th. 1914 America, New York. Trains and postal services hit by mass strikes. Large parts of Britain have no train services as rail workers in several unions have walked out.
BBC News Business.
September 30th. 1900 America, New York. What happened to the UK economy, pound and mortgages this week? The last 7 days have been a rollercoaster with mortgage costs and the pound thrown off course.